How are we doing, everyone? How are we doing? Horace Jones, the game changer. It only takes a moment to change the game. Welcome to another episode of Breaking Bread, a safe place to trade ideas and a positive human development. Today I'm going to cook, this is the old recipe, this is a soup. Now when it comes to soup, guys, especially the Caribbean style, there's many different ways to cook it. There is absolutely different people put different things in it. I'm just using basically what I have in my cupboard now and my fridge to basically cook this. Now I tried to look up the whole concept behind soup and how far it goes back. So if anyone has any history and the reason why we cook soup, especially on the Saturdays, and it has all these vitamins in there. So if anyone knows the history behind soup, I would love you to comment, and I'd love you to basically give me some ideas. Okay. Now, the soup is a powerful thing. It's incredible with the ingredients that go into soup. Okay. So I'm gonna go through some of the ingredients that I'm putting in my soup. Now, like I said, it depends on what part of the Caribbean you come from. You might put different things in your soup, especially if you're cooking with meat, whatnot. You're gonna put different things, but certain soups have the certain basics in them. Okay, but apart from that, everybody cooks soup a different way. You understand? So this is not about how to cook soup. This is to tell you how incredible soup is, and how these ingredients, like I said, the ingredients are incredible, and it makes me thinking that food like this must go back to, I don't know, I would say as far as maybe probably the slave trade and whatnot. I say that because of all the ingredients that people will put into soup. And all of these ingredients, think about hard grafting, hard work. These are the things that your body needs to keep going. Your zinc, your iron, your magnesium, your vitamin A, your iron, your zinc. I mean, it's got tell you, a bowl of soup has so much stuff in it. It's unbelievable. Again, like I said, we've got sweet potato. We've got normal potato. Got butternut squash that I've just started peeling. Got a bit of plantain there. Got spring onion. We've got okra. Got dashi. Carrot. A lot of people say bad things about carrot, but I think carrot's okay. Say it's basically two vegetables come together. That's what's made the carrot. But I still think they've got vitamins in them, so we can use them. We've got the thyme, and we've got cloves. So this is again going back to the olden days. This is what seasons are made up of. So all these ones here that I have here, like for example, let's say this one here. That's just more modernized, where it's got all the things in there that basically that your body don't need. These are the natural stuff that you should be putting in. Okay, 1 second, guys. So yeah, these are the natural stuff that you want to be putting in your food. Yeah, natural season. Obviously, there's more that you can add, but like I said, these are the stuff that going back years ago. This is what we used, and the diabetes, the high blood pressure, them things were kind of like non-existent. So guys, the seasonings, yeah, one of the things that you want to start looking at, because the salt intake is incredible. Okay, and I'm going to use this here. This is a common one that we use, but again, guys, the salt again in this is incredible. Where we are, salt, 11.0 grams of salt in that little packet there of flavouring. So it shows once again how much salt we're using, and don't realise how much salt we're using. Okay, it goes missed very easily. Now I'm going to make some dumplings. I bought this flour the other day. Can we see that there? Guys, I'm not going to lie, it's horrible. I know my kids like dumpling, but they ain't going to eat this, so I'm going to combine it with a bit of normal flour, just to give it that bit more of a taste. But this is totally moving away from flour. But again, guys, you're gonna have to change your taste buds, because believe me, it has got like a bit of well, it's basically chickpea. That's what it is. It's basically chickpea, so it tastes like chickpea. Yeah. So again, I'm just gonna combine them both to try and get a better taste. So like I said, guys, I want to say thank you for everyone that's tuning in. If anyone has any history on how far soup goes back, especially Caribbean soup, please fill me in, because I've been trying to search the history behind it. And what I was saying at the start of the show was how powerful these ingredients are. You know, these have A, B, B6, like I said, your iron, your zinc, potassium. It's absolutely got all. I'm telling you, the list goes on. And again, guys, don't take my word for it. Research them, and you can see how powerful a bowl of this is. Okay, it's basically a tradition Jamaican meal. But like I said, everyone cooks it differently. Everyone adds their own things in there. Like I said, I've just took up everything that I found in my cupboards, and I'm just trying to use them all up. That's the beauty about making soup as well. There isn't no right way or no wrong way. Now, I'm a vegetarian, I don't eat meat, so I'm making it without meat. Okay, so again, my kids, normally, if it's got dumpling in it, they'll eat it. Okay, but like I was going back to the seasoning, what I'm using cloves and I'm using thyme. I've already bought one of these pumpkin seasonings, and I was talking about how much salt are in these. It's incredible. So again, guys, watch the salt intake that we're putting in our foods, because I think that's one of our big major mistakes that we do, that we're cooking, we're not realising how much salt we're putting in there. I've tried to come away from the normal seasonings, as I was showing before. I've tried to come away from these, because again, every single one of these, which I've seen, they all contain salt. Okay, so I'm always conscious about my salt intake. So I'm trying to cook with things that I know are natural, and yeah, that can help my body. So again, anybody that knows any history on the soup, get at me. I'm intrigued to see how far soup goes back in the Caribbean history. And it might even come from the Caribbeans, I don't know. I grew up on it. But if anyone knows any history on the soup, hit me up with it, guys, definitely. So these vegetables, they all cook at different times. So there's also a knack to cooking soup. Like if you put certain things in too quick, they cook before the other things. Okay. Now the thing about dumpling, as my sister says, you can put them in as soon as the water starts bubbling up, because my sister says that they can't boil out. So you can put these in, the earlier the better. Okay. Your potato, these take a lot longer. Yeah. So you got to kind of put these in first. All right. Your cho-cho. So again, this, I've not got this up on my chart. I've got this up on my chart. No, I've not got this on my chart. Again, boy, I'm gonna have to definitely repost again another video on telling you basically the vitamins that are in most of these ingredients that go into a bowl of soup. It's incredible, absolutely incredible. I try and cook with these things on a regular basis, okay? Just so I know my body's getting all the nutrients that it needs, okay? So I'm gonna go with get my potatoes out of the way. 1 second. And you see, I've got a bit of hip hop playing in the background, just some beats, just to keep it live. I hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas. And it's not even about if you basically support Christmas. It's the holiday seasons. Some of us probably had to still go to work. Some of us had a time off. But for me, it was just about you know, using that time to get together and you know, conversate and see what's going on. So I hope everyone had a wonderful couple of days. And yeah, again, like I said, Horace Jones, the game changer. This is Breaking Bread, cooking up on a Sunday, giving you a powerful, packed, soup that I'm telling you, when I eat this, I just feel relaxed, sit back, and just enjoy the rest of the day. So yeah, stay with me, guys. We're gonna go through this, I don't know, 20 minutes, 30 minutes with music, and me cooking. So like I said, I want to get these out of the way first. So nobody's got anything. I'm going to ask Richard. Do you have any history on the concept of soup and where it comes from? You know the history behind it. So I'm going back to, I don't know, back in where it was. I don't know. I'll go back to, like I said, probably slavery, when it was hard, long hours. You had to work. You was on your feet. You're working with your hands all day long. You needed some kind of good food in your belly to keep going. And there was nothing being better and cheaper more than just getting some food from the land and cooking. Got these potatoes. Don't know where to pick from, but you can tell they're just being picked straight out the ground. Which to me, that's always a good sign. You know that your food's not being bought and put on a shelf for weeks and end and whatnot. So yeah, guys, I mean, I'm definitely intrigued if anyone knows the history behind soup, or even any meal where they've got so much high-packed vegetables in them, you know. Anyone knows that, man, definitely let me know. I'm intrigued. So for the next week, we've got some new guests coming in for us to conversate, cook some food. Yeah, man. It's always about bite size. You don't want them put them in too big. You know what I mean? You want to always think about bite size. There's something there. There's something to read. Yeah, it's definitely something to research. Definitely. I mean, like I said, man, the vegetables in them is unbelievable. But like I said, you probably won't get two the same people from the Caribbean cook soup the same. I'm telling you. Like my sister will cook it totally differently from me. My mum, obviously, again, probably cook it totally different again. But every pot of soup I've always tasted has always been beautiful. You know, because like I says, the cook with some of the similar vegetables. I mean, obviously people go off in their own direction, but some of the stuff are pretty the same. And when you're cutting this out, make sure you cut the heart out the middle. Get all the edges off, because it does taste a bit bad if it doesn't do that properly. So has anyone got any New Year's resolution? Anything that they want to start? We're about what? About a good 4 days away. 4 or 5 days away, guys. I think if you've got one, it's best to start it now, man. Seriously, don't wait till the new year. Try and get it going now. What's that saying? Is that a website, Richard, for me to look at about the history behind this the Caribbean soup? These are some of the stuff I had from the other day. These as well, these take a while to cook as well. Make sure you get these in. And again, I think I've got these on my chart. It's got vitamin B, a healthy amount of important minerals. Got zinc, magnesium, copper, iron. Wow. That's just one thing here. So it's powerful food, this, guys. It's definitely powerful food, man. So also again, like it is heavy food, so you don't want to eat it every single day of the week. But I'm saying it's a good energy builder. Definitely a good energy builder. And for me, it's just the fruit. It's just everything what they've combined. To combine it in together, it's a great meal of food and drink, all in one. Definitely. These are the food, guys, that we should be trying to. Like I said, I'm gonna cook mine with no meat added. You know, I've been a vegetarian for a long time now, so the meat's not really bothering. It doesn't bother me. But it's a great way to start, guys, because it's got everything in there apart from the meat. The same seasonings that you'd normally put in. And for a lot of these food, guys, the reason why we like these foods is the seasoning. Because I guarantee you this: if you went and bought a piece of chicken or I don't know, lamb and whatnot from a shop that was cooked and it had no seasoning on it, you wouldn't like it. So you got to understand is that's kind of what you like. It's the taste that you like, and 9 times out of 10, it's the seasonings that people put on their food, because you will have a favourite takeaway that you go to. And the reason why you go to that favourite takeaway is because of how they cook the food and what they put on the food. And that goes back down to, again, the seasoning. How much does it feed? Well, this year I got 4 kids plus myself, so there's 5 people, and then I'm looking to probably have, you know, 2 bowls of this. So, you know, I'm looking doubling up. So you're looking probably about, you know, 10 people really and truly. You know what I mean? And I'm looking at, well, I had some of these stuff already in my house, but I'm looking probably about a tenner. Okay, so I'm looking at £10, and that's feeding 10 people. And like I says to you again, once again, it is very nutritious. That is always the key for the Breaking Bread program, is to give you nutritious meal, but at a budget, you know, and you're getting everything that your body needs. And again, like I said, guys, there are different ways to cook this. In my eyes, there's no right or wrong way. There's no right or wrong thing to put in there. Like I said, everyone cooks differently. Again, no 2 people might cook soup the same. Oh, that's very... Definitely, 100%, 100%. Like I says, we're looking to always bring nutritious food to your door, cost effective, and kind of show you how to cook it. You know, because a lot of people out there, like, even though you got the recipe, sometimes, you know, like me, I'm a visual person, so I learn better when I'm doing stuff or when somebody shows me. So, you know, I could probably read a recipe and not understand it as much as when I see somebody cook it in front of me. And I can remember it more when I'm doing it rather than basically reading it. But that's just the way I learn. You know, we all learn differently. So, yeah, definitely cost effective. And it's going to be nice. It'll taste beautiful. Definitely. But like I said, the flour is the thing that I'm kind of like I'm concerned about, because I made some dumplings with it the last time, and it is definitely chickpea. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put a little bit of seasoning in there, just to give a bit more of a flavouring, because like I says, it is very bland. So I think the big changeover when it comes to stop eating flour within itself, I think you need to look at different. We'll look at it, but basically go into it. Because if you're jumping it too much, you might just think, no, I'm not doing that. So yeah. So I've got all my vegetables in there, and I'm going to wash these off, put some water in it, set it on, and then probably start kneading my dumplings, and then I can come back to my sweet potato and my butternut squash and my carrots. Okay, so 2 secs. I don't want the water too high, yeah. On the pot, the water's about here, where my finger is, about there. And again, this is going back probably from tradition of learning. Always put salt in the pot, and this is what I'm saying to you guys. We don't realise how much salt that we're cooking with, right? So I got this other one. This is called. Can we see that there? Okay, so basically I've traded in my normal salt to try this here. So give us a little bit. Not trying to get it down too much. That will do me. And then what I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to cut up my okra. Some okra takes. I want my okra to as they call it, boil out. What's that, Rich? That's choosing where I get soup from the restaurant. I tell them to leave out dumplings. It's too heavy. What's the system? Why do you cook the soup without? Yes, you can. Definitely, it's a good idea to cook the soup without the dumplings. Absolutely, because that's the whole thing that we're coming away from. We're trying to come away from the whole concept of flour. But like I says, what I've got is this one here. This is basically chickpea. That's what this is, chickpea. It's basically chickpea that's been grated down into a concept of flour. So that's what it is. It's basically chickpea. But like I said, I cooked with it. About a week ago, and I found it very bland, and I thought it very. It wasn't too tasty. Now my kids still eat meat, so the concept sometimes is that I make a few adjustments for them. So like me putting dumplings in the pot, it's just a concept to just getting the kids to eat it because it hasn't got meat in. And their main thing is that they're still meat eaters. So yeah, I might have a bit of a trade-off. How we doing, guys? How we doing? How we doing? I'm still waiting on anybody has any history on the history on soup, Caribbean soup. How far does it go back? Why did we make such a plate like this, a food packed with all these vitamins? And then, guys, the way I'm cutting, you don't want to follow me. You want to use your chopping board. Make sure you keep safe, don't want to cut your fingers off. And the reason why we cut off the okra like this, cut the head off, because I didn't know this, that sometimes you get maggots growing inside. So that's why we cut them up, we cut the heads off, okay? Now I didn't know that, my sister told me that. So this is the thing about cooking, guys, but it's good to ask questions and find out sometimes. So again, I'm going to wash these off. So yeah, I'm going to cook up these dumplings now, like I said, we'll put this in. And I mean, even guys coming away from, whether it's flour, whether it's rice or pasta, I believe in that, well for me, I done it gradually. I think if you try and do these things too quickly, your body's going to fight against it. So yeah, I've done these things gradually. I normally put in cornmeal in with the flour. It's good for the digestive system. It breaks it down into the digestive system. But because I'm using that chickpea, that's kind of like cornmeal within itself. Okay, so 1 second. But like I said, because of the taste of it, I'm gonna add what I'm gonna add. So I'm gonna add a little bit of chicken seasoning in there and a little bit of black pepper, just to give it a bit of a taste, because it's pretty bland. It is very bland. So the kids think, oh, I'm eating chicken here, but it's not chicken, you're eating chicken seasoning. Yeah? Food of them. Bit of black pepper on there. And again, normally, I would put salt in this as well. Normally I would. This is what I'm saying to you guys, we don't understand how we put the salt in without even thinking about it, because of either old ways that you picked up along the way of cooking, or what you see people do, and you don't question it, you just do it. Well, like I said before, there is salt in these anyway. So this is, again guys, we need to be a bit more vigilant on what we're doing. Mixed it up now. Oh yeah, I forgot to put my cloves in. So I'm going to put about a good little bit of handful in there, I don't know. Let's go with we've got so we've got about 10 of these cloves we're going to put in here. So everything else I've got in here, put this onion in as well. They can kind of wait actually, I don't have to rush to put them in. Give me time to do these dumplings. So what we're looking to do, guys, this new year, what's this here now? This history of Jamaican pepper pot soup. Fun facts, as President George Washington gave it to his army in the war. There you go. So Richard just says that this comes back from the war times again. Kind of what I thought, only because of all the nutrients that's in one part of food. That's why I thought it had to be a time where your body was under so much pressure that you needed something that could give you everything that you needed to deal with the task that was at hand. Because you know, when I look into basically, like I said to you, the stuff that I've added in there, it's absolutely incredible. It's like a power meal. It's definitely a power meal. George Washington served it to his troops after he crossed the Deauville River. So there you go. You know, thank you very much for that, Richard. Richard's done a little bit of research there for me. Gave a bit of information on basically how far back soup goes and the concept behind it. Yeah, definitely, man. It makes sense. Because under them hard times of you being in the army and have to go to fight and in the trenches and whatnot, and you kind of needed something basically good inside your body, mate. You know what I mean? Keep you going. Them long hours, you know. So it makes sense. Definitely makes sense. Also, again, with this chickpea flour, it doesn't really catch very well. I noticed that as well the other day. It doesn't really catch. So I'm hoping that the flour will make it catch a little bit better. If not, I'm kind of I'm in trouble there. But this is the whole concept about cooking, guys. Definitely, you're learning. Should article he was fighting for the British something to serve. So yeah, definitely, man. I understand there. So again, guys, it's when we think about the food that we've been brought up on. Some of it is healthy, some of it's not. We need to start looking at our diets. And if we don't do it now, we're gonna have to do it later on, and later on is gonna come at a cost. You know. Think about health within itself. I know Richard's in America, so I guess if you don't have insurance, you can't get seen to at the hospital, can you? And that's one thing that we have here free at the minute. At the minute, I say. You used to know what's going to change in the next couple of years. It is catching. So I'm going to add a little bit more flour to it, because it's definitely not catching. I mean, it is catching, but it's not catching as well as it should be catching. You don't want it like all sticky on your hands. That says it's not catching. You might be thinking, why are you using a fork? It's just a thing that I started doing, and I thought, you know, yeah, it was just less mess. You know what I mean? I mean, eventually I have to put my hand in it, but I do this as much as I can. It's catching. Still think a little bit more flour could be added, but I'm going to go with this. So where we at? Yes, no, but if they use you without insurance, it will cost you so much out of your pocket. So again, Richard's saying that in America now, you probably still get seen to without insurance, but it's going to cost you an arm and a leg. Where here, you've still got the national health. I don't know how long that's going to last. But who's to say the next couple of years you ain't got to pay? So your health is going to be one of the major things that you're going to have to try and look after, guys. You know, there's no good having money if eventually all that money that you have, you've got to spend it to keep yourself well, you know. don't want to start doing that, guys. That means you've made that money for nothing. You're not even going to enjoy it, you know. But this is still not really catching. This is what I've noticed about this chickpea flour. Yeah, it doesn't really catch. So I've got to maybe look at another alternative, or probably don't make dumplings as the way I used to, make it in a different way, I don't know. But it's not catching. So now I've added the flour, seems a lot better. So this is great that you're cooking bread on a Sunday. Yeah, definitely. I will not say there was no special reason behind it. I just thought I wanted to cook some soup today, and I thought, you know what, yeah, yeah, I'm just going to talk about the ingredients that are in a bowl of soup, and let people understand how incredible a bowl of this is. You know, have this in your life once a week. It will do wonders to your body. And like I said, most of these ingredients you can get from Asda or your main shopping store, or it depends on where you live. But yeah, most of the ingredients you can get. And like I said, guys, there is no right way or no wrong way. There is also different YouTube videos that can show you different ones, different Jamaican classic soup, or different Caribbean classic ones. But like I said, I don't eat meat. So one of the things as well I'm trying to use up everything that's in my house. I don't like to waste. So yeah, that's one thing that I like to do. I like to use up everything in my house before I go shopping again. I'm trying to get the habit of just buying for the sake of buying, because I used to do that and realising, you know, I was throwing away loads of stuff in my house, and it was a bit concerning, thinking I'm buying stuff that I'm not using. So now I've decided that everything that I buy, I want to allocate it into food. That's bubbling up pretty nicely now. Give that a couple of minutes while I'm waiting. I can clean my surface off. Get rid of this. Yeah. So Richard, I bet all the times you've been cooking soup, all the times you've been eating soup, you didn't know all the vitamins that your body was getting in. I didn't know. I didn't realise that my body was getting all the vitamins there. There's no way I realised that. But yeah, certain traditional meals that we grew up on was definitely good for us. Along the way we've probably lost it, but definitely. Definitely a good thing. Going to Sunday school. I'll catch you later. Yeah, man, have a wonderful time with you, man, definitely. Have a blessed day, my friend. We'll see you soon. While I'm waiting, I'm going to get the carrot peeled up. As I'm cooking, I'm feeling hungry already now as I'm cooking. Definitely feeling hungry. And soup's a thing, you know, once you put that lid on, you can leave it. You know, as long as you put things in the right diet, in the right order, it all just cooked together. Even the people will say that, how can you cook your soup on a Sunday when you're not cooking your rice and chicken and whatnot? You know, that's also a tradition from the Caribbean. But I don't see there's any right day or any wrong day when you want to cook a Pacific dish. Cook it when you feel like cooking it. But I do see the maybe the concept behind it. On a Saturday, you finish work, you get a good plate of food in your body, getting ready for the week ahead. It all does make sense, definitely makes sense. So nobody's got no New Year's resolutions planned, any new things that they want to do, any new places they want to visit. Not too sure if you can visit anywhere now at the minute. I know I want to do some more camping next year. I think that's the thing I want to get onto. Definitely want to camp. Remember the other video I was talking about good carbs and bad carbs? This is a good carb right here. Got to re-educate ourselves, guys, how to change decisions that we make with food. It's all about the long play out here, guys. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. I'm going to try and put these dumplings in there now, put these spring onions in, cut these off. Okay, now I'm going. Have a good day, Richard. Definitely have a good day. I've been doing an experiment as well, guys. With I've got 2 plants here. Someone said that when I bought this one it was already dead, but I don't know. But I'm going to show you the experiment I've got here. I'm giving one of them Coca-Cola. I'm giving one of them water. I was just to see basically what the results are going to be and how long it takes for the results to kind of like start showing. Those are experiments that I'm doing with my kids to show them the impact on the stuff that we drink and the stuff that we eat. And it was a concept of like, why do we give plant water but give our kids these fizzy drinks and these kinds of sugary stuff, but we don't give it to a plant. So that was the experiment that I was showing my kids. You guys want to get it bite size. Don't get them too big. And you don't do them too small. Do them too small, they boil out too quick. Have this covered as well, like I said, ready to go to waste. Put it in the pot. This is the thing I'm saying to you about the soup. You know, it's like a good dumping ground. You know, you can put all kinds of things in it. Now what I'm going to do with the carrot now, I'm going to try and shred it up as thin as I can get it. Like this, like in little strips. Again guys, there is no right or wrong way. It's just the way I like to do it. And I'm going to try to like do the same thing with the pumpkin. And then it's just going to kind of like evaporate out in the pot. So I like it, and it gives the pot that that bit of that thickness. Now before I was talking about New Year's. And what you got in mind, what you want to change, what you want to achieve, accomplish. I think I want to learn a few more stuff on this this cryptocurrency, to be honest with you. And I definitely want to learn about that. I think that's where we're going, guys. That's where we're going. As much as I'm not with it, I was against it, I suppose. So we're getting at. So again, once I've done the strips, I want these up to be as small as possible, not too small. So once that's like that, I want the concept of the carrots all like this, and I want to get the butternut squash exactly the same concept as well. And the seeds inside, guys, what I normally do with them, I normally roast them off. So the seeds inside, I don't throw them away. Put them on this here. Cut them out. Yeah, definitely, man. I don't really buy pumpkin seeds. Well, I'm not telling I do, but it's a great way to do your own. I'm gonna buy them. Do your own. Add a little bit of oil in them, salt and pepper. Roast them off in the oven. And then, you know, kids love them. Definitely do love them. But again, it's about using up everything in the food, not throwing nothing away. You're realising that every single thing is got nutrition. It's basically got nutrition. Bit mad at the moment. Same again, I want to get them again, guys, as small as I can. Small, small, small. Open his up here. Somebody at the door then. So even like that's pretty small, I still want to get it a bit smaller than that if I can. And when I put it in the pot, it will just all melt out. And it's for me, I like it that way. A lot of people probably don't like it that way, so you do what you prefer, guys. It's another way I'm showing you. Looking good, mate, it's looking good. So I'm going to just put this up now as fast as I can without taking my fingers off. Guess I could have shredded it. Don't know why I changed my mind halfway through. It's probably made it a bit longer, I don't know. Trying to think of a way to cut this without. Yeah, it's not as small as I want it, but you know, should have kept to plan A, mate. Would have been a lot easier, but you know. So I'm just going to put them in now because it feels like it's making me tired. Once I put these in, I'm dumping, that's it. I just basically sit back and wait then. Like I said, guys, there's different ways to do this. Whichever you prefer. I just gave you two different styles. it's like a pot of vegetables. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna put this in now. You know, it's like I don't want to mess with it because it's just so it's not sticking. But let's give it a go anyway. Put a bit of flour on my hands just to stop it from sticking to me. Lisa, how we doing? Cooking this up, man, cooking this up on a Sunday. Get an energy food. Give the kids something solid in the belly. Especially my kids every 5 minutes, the little one, I'm hungry, I'm hungry, I'm hungry. Thought you just ate me, you know what I mean? What are you saying, big man? How was the Christmas, bro? Hope the family's good and well. Hope you're good and well. Back on it on a Wednesday, Barry. Good food, man. Yeah, I'm not really down with this chickpea. No, not at all. I just want to get these in quick because, you know, the chickpeas is not the best to work with. I don't want to have that in my hand too long. Put a bit more water in the pot. And I boiled the kettle before. Pretty warm. So my time, as soon as I finish putting the dumpling, I'll put my time in. And then I'll leave this till last when the pot's really bubbling up. I bought a pack of noodles. I won't really recommend them, but I've not really got any spaghetti or any little noodles to put in. And I was going to put these in, but I think they're too big, it's like normal, I think they're too big. The music stopped or what's going on? Yeah, guys, I'm just trying to get this in as quick as possible, but I don't really want to mess with this. It's not the best. I'm going to see how it'll turn out when I finish. Because like I said, this chickpea flour, second time I've used it. I'm not too sure if I really truly recommend it. But let me see how it does in this pot here. I'm going to consider if I'm going to buy it again, or would I recommend it to anyone. So again, I can this can stay there. Wash this up, wash this up, wash this up. I'm going to put this in last as well because I don't take long to do, cook. Wash up now. Get most of this off by rubbing it off. That's the way to get this off, guys. Rub your hands together to get the flour off. Right, these are the noodles that I bought, guys. I wouldn't recommend them, you know, but I'm just going to put them in a pot because I've got no spaghetti. But these noodles, yeah, I don't really recommend them, guys, but they do good in the pot, I must admit. It's a bit of old style cooking with new style cooking, guys. Telling you. Mum's seen this and be like, what's that you putting in the pot? And let's give that a see what it's doing. Put these away for later. So again, my plantain, put it up there, put in baby 5, and the last one, and the last 2. When the pot starts bubbling up, I'll put them in. So again, guys, yeah, hope you've enjoyed today. A little quick recipe there. How to cook some soup. Remember, guys, there is no right or wrong way to cook soup. You put in what you want to put in. But also, again, remember the concept behind soup is all the vitamins and minerals your body needs in one bowl of food. And they're the kind of things that's going to help you in the long run to try and eat food that's packed with all these things that your body needs. Okay? Horace Jones, the Game Changer. This is Breaking Bread. Hope you've had a wonderful time. Take care, guys. Have a wonderful evening. Peace.